Good morning. This is going to be my non-spoiler review for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I'm not going to mess up this time. I'm going to keep it recorded. So, we just came back from seeing Wakanda Forever. Yeah. This is my little squire. What's up, y'all? All right, bruh. Yeah. Stand on here. Let me get this right here. So, what did you think? A non-spoiler review of Wakanda Forever.
Yo, I got everything.
Everything as in
everything you want, even the tears.
So, did you get the feels from it?
Yeah, I got the feels. I mean, I didn't break down like maybe a brother, but it got everything. It got everything you need, and a couple twists and turns. That's what I'm saying. You can't go into it without ruining it.
Okay. That's like, let me ask you, Miranda. How you doing? What'd you think about it? I know it's bright. Come on, stand over here behind the Wakanda Forever sign. Let's get that backdrop. Shawnee.
It was no words. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yes.
How did you feel about seeing the movie? What you think? You still got the 3D glasses on. Was it good?
Yeah. What part did you like?
What part did you like?
I like the part when
no spoilers.
What?
This is the commemorative poster that they give you when you go see it in 4DX. It says feel it in 4DX, and we really did. I mean, it was a whole experience. Basically, I'm going to have to tell you what it made me feel like. The tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa, it tugged at the heartstrings for me because even though this character died in the movie, we know that he died in real life. So you kind of get the feeling that you were at his actual funeral or the celebration of his life. So that was from the gate. It came on like that. And I knew that it would because they had to get that out the way to move on with the movie. And before I go any further, the performances from top to bottom, flawless. Like I could not find any problem with anyone. Everybody played their part. This is an all-black cast for the most part. And they was nailing it. Angela Bassett, give Auntie her flowers now, because it's Angela Bassett and then there's everybody else. She embodied, you know how when they say somebody bodied it? She embodied Queen Ramonda. You know how somebody plays a part so well that you can't look at them in any other way? That's how I feel about her. Like her physical stature, her grace, and her elan, the way she carried herself, it was just powerful. Powerful performance. They introduced quite a few new characters that I know are going to have major roles in future MCU franchise movies. The dude who played Namor, like, listen, he was on some I'm your girl type vibes, like the voice, the gravity in his voice, and the low rumble, and then he had that Mexican Spanish accent. Yeah, Mr. Steal Your Girl was in the building, for real. Like Shuri almost got smashed underwater. I'm gonna just say it like that. Shuri, she looked like she was trying to get smashed too. By the way, little sister was having it. She was feeling him for a minute. He was very menacing in his portrayal, which made him that much more believable. And I'm gonna say this about the movie: it was like a superhero movie, but the consequences of everyone's actions seemed real. Really a price to pay for the decisions that you made. Hulk punch Thor, he'll go flying and dig into the ground, but he's okay. Nah, it felt like there was life or death consequences in this movie, and the funeral at the beginning set the tone for that. There was a theory that I had about Nakia and T'Challa, which was correct. I called it. The little girl who played Riri Williams, she provided the comic relief. She was also very good. She played black inner city girl from Chicago. So she was streetwise and she used the lingo and that was her attitude. But she's a genius. She's like the world's smartest person. And shout out to black women in particular, because we know that black women in the United States are the most highly educated demographic of our society. And I feel a certain pride knowing that. And I say it every time I get a chance to. Like even the black women in my life, they're all educated. They all have some sort of certification or, doctorate, masters or are doctors. My best friend Sharon, she's a master. She has a master's degree in education. So, I can't say enough about black women. And this movie was representative of black women. It wasn't even far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? It just goes to show you how many Michelle Obamas there is waiting to find their moment. The way that they brought the new character to life was his backstory was really, really cool. And what I got from it was that how Wakanda had been growing in obscurity and anonymity, so was Talokan at the same time, based on the same vibranium. So there was a city, if you can imagine, when the vibranium meteorite hit the planet, it split in two. One landed in the water, one landed in the in Wakanda, and the societies grew up. Both societies grew up around the power of the vibranium meteorite simultaneously. And although Wakanda had various kings from the time that the meteor landed and until today, Talukan did not. It had the same leader, which was Namor. So, and they explained what his name meant, and it was a really it was 2 hours and 40 minutes long, so it was a really filled in story. I didn't feel like they left anything out, and the post credit scene was the payoff I was expecting. I can see now that they're going to another level with Quantum Mania being the first movie. I think it's what, phase 5. It did tug at my heartstrings. Yeah, it was a tearjerker in moments. Michael B. Jordan's part, Bull killed it. I was always Team Killmonger from the first Black Panther. Highly recommended. I saw it in 4DX, which is always an experience. It's like once you go 4DX, you can't go back. So, the chairs are moving and we riding with it and the water splashing in our face and, everything's going with it. So right now, I mean, it's $25 a pop, but I can't go back. I say a 9 out of 10 only because I feel like it would have been a different movie if Chadwick Boseman was alive. And I can't give it a 10 out of 10 without a performance from him in it. Wakanda forever.